Man, this the second take of this. You know, it's women that love no good dudes, or haters, jealous niggas, and the women that love them. You know, Kanye got a song with Brandy, and he say, hating niggas marry hating bitches and have hating kids. You know, that's I always knew one day they bring me down. One day they bring me down. That's Kanye and Brandy. So, you know, man, hold on. That hamburger joint been there a long time. Probably about damn near 40 fucking years. And they nasty than a mug, Sonny's. Been there a long time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm on the crab. You know, I think that Brightmoor, I just rode through Brightmoor School Crab area. You know, Brightmoor run a long way. Yeah, man, you know, Kanye say hating bitches marry hating niggas, have hating kids. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know. So, you know, I was talking about Mika Jones, you know, Vincent Robinson, you know, I guess you can call it his common law wife, right? They've been together 30 years, since 90, I believe, 90, 91. Right? And you know, she done stood by dude, right? And I was speaking on how, you know, they enable, you know, they are enablers. Any woman that stick by a no good dude that still is rob people is ridiculous. Like, you know, he stuck somebody up at gunpoint. Now, this information related to me, you know, Vincent Robinson stuck somebody up at gunpoint. And I think 97 or 95 or 94 or something. And he did 2 years. You know, Ken Worthy only gave him 2 years, you know, for armed robbery. And, you know, he stuck somebody up, you know, put a gun in somebody's face. Dude, you know, told the police. And, you know, through that time, you know, Mika stuck by him. You know, I guess she talked to him from jail. I don't know if she visited him, but, I got good information, you know, that she picked him up from jail. You see? So, you know, they've been down a long time, man. And, you know, she just, you know, that's, man, you know, she just as guilty as them. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, man, that's crazy. Then motherfucker told me, man, back in the day, 94, when me and Carl was into the studio, you know, into the recording or writing, we just recorded one song. You know, dude stopped after one song, but we went to, you know, in the hood on Wildermere. You know, it's the big homie Gordon. You know, I went to Mumford with Gordon. And Mumford High with Gordon. You know, and so I guess Carl knew Gordon from his brothers or just being in the neighborhood. You know, he had a big brother, Jack, was a bodybuilder, exercise fanatic, used to run you know, the neighborhood with his shirt off, all buffed up every day. You know, you see him out there working out. That was his big brother, Jack, right? Shout out to Gordon. You know, I can't think of Gordon's last name, man, but I'm dry. And so, you know, word got back to Gordon and we was doing some shit. I don't know. And so he said, holler at him, right? And so we stopped by Gordon's house one day. I don't know how the hell we hooked up with Gordon. I used to play basketball in Gordon's backyard, you know, with Gordon. This like two blocks over from me. And, you know, he had a friend named Julius. And Julius was gay. You know, I went to Mumford with Julius as well. And, you know, Julius was light-skinned, petite man, dude. And, you know, he was gay. And he story behind him, he died from AIDS, man, back in, you know, when we was in high school, back when he was in high school. And he, you know, I could believe it based on his weight, you know, based on his body weight, right? I don't know if it's true. Man, I ain't saying Gordon gay, Gordon married his high school sweetheart, right? So I'm not saying Gordon gay. But clean the house up. And so oh man. So, you know, he died and I had study hall with that dude, with Miss Yule, right? Or Miss Townsend, I can't think. That was my counselor back in high school. But yeah, man, that that was just his homeboy, man. And he died of AIDS. And he was cool, man. But he got real skinny. He was already skinny. He got skinny. And he was, man, but anyway, man, I don't know if that Stank said check Gordon. I don't know how we checked Gordon, man, but we went to Gordon's crib. Gordon had a little small suit up in his basement, man. We went down there and we toyed with remixing that one song we had, right? Come to find out, recently I heard, now that I'm talking about, because I be asking if anybody got their car stole that I know. And so I tell him, Vincent and Carl done that, right? I tell him. And come to find out, Gordon got his car stolen, and it was Carl. It's Carl and Vincent, man. This dude, wow, for no reason. Gordon, a cool brother. He ain't about none of that shit. A cool brother. Ain't trying to play us or nothing. A cool brother, man. I think the problem was Carl looked up to Vincent so much, man, and it's just, man, he just brought Carl down, all the way down. I'm trying to take Carl that way, and Vincent and Carl want to prove to his brother that he down with him, right? For whatever reason, maybe to live with him or just to prove that he down with him. And Vincent been down with Robin since, they broke in Malik's house. That's next door to Steve, across the street from me. And shit, I think I may have been in J-Zoo, 8th grade, 9th grade, and him and Walter Montgomery. And I think Vincent, other brother, and I think maybe Paul or Steve broke in their neighbor house next door to him. They went through the basement window, stole his bike and shit and some other shit. Y'all some klepto motherfucker. Y'all ain't shit, man. And then Malik come home and, he a African themed brother, right? Afrocentric brother. The dashikis and the kente cloth and shit. And, he was cool with Vincent and them father. Cause Vincent and father, think he Afrocentric as well, right? But they ain't got knowledge of self. Far as I know, I don't think Malik got knowledge of self. He may be conscious, but Vincent and Carl Robinson father don't have knowledge of self, and I don't think he that conscious, right? But that was his homeboy, and so he told him. He went and checked Steve and them, and then he went and told their father, and I think I think their father whooped them for that, right? I think. I ain't for sure. Like I heard some pop, snap, crackle, and pop and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they father know they breaking houses, man. You know what I'm saying? They father know it, and they still at it, you know. They ain't shit, man. I remember back in the day, it was in Jesu, Otis and his other brother, Black Jew, robbed PJ. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, PJ had them sweetest, them sweet patent leather Adidas 3/4 with the strap. Oh, my God. The navy blue. Now, you see some 10 low-top patent leather. No, he had the 3/4 navy blue with the red stripe, with the white stripes, with the strap. And, you know, and I don't really know PJ, but, you know, he know my dad and everything. You know, he know me, but, you know, man, and, you know, he shook his head. He said, you know, he know when he fucked up, right? Because he probably used to put him in the bag because they would check niggas in on West McNichol, 6 Mile, and Linwood and Lawton every day. Would check niggas in. I remember. And so Otis and his brother Jewel, and you know, we walking home, me, Doodoo Brown, my sister Dante. And you know, PJ, you know, he went to another school, you know, he a little older, and he's tall, slinky dude. And what happened? So he, when he seen them, they was like wolves, and and so he slowed up and tried to back in with us, right, to make like he was in a group. Now, you know, we had on uniforms, light blue shirt with navy blue pants. You know, he had on, you know, street clothes and shit, right? And man, they just walked up on him and hit him in the mouth, and he fell. He had new socks, so he had to walk home barefoot. You know, I didn't see that shit, man. And I was like, wow. And I still feel PJ today about them Adidas. Them was some sweet Adidas. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they check, but back in the day, they call that check them in, right? When somebody stepped to you talking about check them in, they talking about your shoes or your coat or your glass or whatever they want. So, they checked them in, right there on the corner, right before you get to the corner of Lawton and 6 Mile, right? And then, Vincent and his other brother, and I think Otis, they robbed a paper boy one day, Daru, on Princeton. And I think his other brother come out there, and I'm standing there. I think we was playing basketball or something. They stopped playing basketball to go bully Daru, right? And they took his paper route money or something, maybe his shoes. And, they come outside, the other brother come outside acting like he had a gun and shit. It's 3-4 niggas and they still gotta go get a gun. They whole ass niggas, right? And I'm like, man, just as we getting older, And so, yeah, man, they been about stealing. So I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't know what make them dudes do that, man. I don't know what they make them do. It's like, they got misplaced anger issues. They need to direct their anger at, who they really mad at, right? I ain't done nothing to them. And the people they rob ain't done nothing, as far as I know, to take their whole car. That's crazy. They, robbing me like they don't know me. And it's okay, man. It's cool. I don't want to be associated or affiliated or aligned with, thought of being with. I don't want people to think I'm still cool with them dudes. You see what I'm saying? So, this is why I do this. I was in the hood one day in 04, 05, and the dude Dion, big tall Dion, stepped to me. And he was like, he was like, what's up, Lou? Then you and Carl and Vince around stepped to me up in the gas station. Remember y'all jumped on me, nigga? And, he was, he didn't, this year, and, he put up in gold Suburban, a gold Tahoe or something. I was in my black Tahoe. Like, what's up, nigga? Remember that? I say, nigga, it was not me. Must have been Carl and Otis and Vince. They said, it was not me, nigga. He was like, nigga, that was, I say, it was not me. Right? And he working, he doing good. And I'm like, man, I got to hold a press conference. You see what I'm saying? You know, I need to hold a press conference because, you know, everybody in the hood was cool, but me and Carl was rapping and we put them shirts out and, you know, we was affiliated, man, you know. And this nigga peeled off and went to go run with Vincent and Otis and start robbing everybody we was supposed to be cool, that I'm cool with, that he was supposed to be cool with, you know. And his brother couldn't, you know, his brother knew he couldn't with me like that because Vincent broke. Vincent stayed broke. You know, he stayed broke. And, you know, I ain't about that. So, you know, man, yeah, man. But, you know, these women that holding them down is part of the problem. See what I'm saying? That's part of the problem, man. You see? That's a great Tahoe like mine. Just turn the corner. Watch mine, nigga. So, yeah, man. That's all I'm saying, man. No. That's all I'm saying, man. Ain't nobody done nothing to y'all. They act like they want people to apologize to them for them robbing us. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, man, I don't know nothing else, man, but I can't go. I wouldn't be shit if I didn't air them out where people that come to learn I'm doing this on this YouTube, you know, check it out. I wouldn't be shit. You know, I mean, you know, to steal somebody's car, man, and people rarely carry full coverage in the D because Detroit is has the highest cost for insurance in the United States. Not the state, but the United States. Detroit insurance is like double or triple any other city in Michigan and the rest of the United States. So full coverage covers auto theft, you know, if you got that gap insurance and shit, right? It's rare people carry full coverage unless I hear you financing or you leasing a car, right? If you leasing, you know, I think you got to carry full coverage, right? I think, but if you buying, you know, and somebody's thing, you got to pay, right? So, you know, man, it's fucked up because if your insurance plan don't cover auto theft, right? You know, you out your ride and, you know, you ain't even gonna get a check. You see what I'm saying? Them dudes don't know what they doing. That's, you know, depending on year, make, and model and condition, you know, and insurance plan, they really setting people back thousands. You know, you got to start all over again. See what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fair. And if your car paid off and you ain't got full coverage or auto theft as a checked option, and somebody steal your car because, you know, you just got the bare minimum Michigan basic, and somebody steal your car, you know, you ain't gonna get no check. You know, you're not gonna be compensated for the blue book value of your car. You see what I'm saying? And so now you out a whole car, and now you gotta go buy another one. And if you ain't got the money, you're gonna have to finance to get the money, and it's you know, you might not find the same kind of car you had, and that may cost more. Boy, that shit make you kill. That's on the list to make people kill. You see what I'm saying? Them dudes I can understand if they had a chop shop, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a chop. I mean, I don't condone it, but because Because, see, it still be personal, right, if you robbing people that you know, your neighbors that ain't done shit to you, that go to work, come home, go to sleep, wake up, and their car gone. And you did it for the fuck of it. Because you down on yourself and you feel bad and your parents ain't loving you, spoiling you like you want. That's ridiculous. Your family ain't giving you no attention you want, so you go act out on other people. Go act out on your people. Go rob your mama and daddy that didn't drop y'all like that. In real life. Go rob your wife, mama, and them. That make her get down with you and don't correct you. That didn't let her stay on welfare 30 years. You see, her mama might be on welfare for longer than that. And that's ridiculous. I don't know her mother. Don't know if her mother on welfare, but damn, these grown ass people that 50 years old, 50 and over, then went unchecked. This is unchecked learned behavior, right? With no guidance. See, their parents didn't give them no guidance. I talk about game, right? Guidance, attention, motivation, and education. Nah, baby, you use welfare to keep yourself up, and you go get an education or some career training. See what I'm saying? You don't stay on this shit 30 years and then let a nigga live off you and go out and rob niggas and come back to a house in your name and where you paying all the bills and feeding the nigga. So you then fed and clothed and bathed and some jealous, hating, robbing niggas. You just part of the problem. And that's, man. Then I heard they robbed Terrell Powers. I went to Jesu with Powers, man. Powers, he stayed next door to their cousin, right? To their aunt. He stayed next door to their aunt. We went to Jesu Kelly. I used to sometimes go around there and hoop. I think after Jesu went at Terrell house in his backyard. And I just heard, dog, my car got gone. They done that. Jealous ass niggas. You see what I'm saying? Some jealous, but they still ain't robbed Walton Otis, their mama and daddy, though. You see what I'm saying? And they broke in their house once or twice, for real. And Walter told they father, Kamal, that was us, Kamal. He told my mama that was us. And, what rooms he went in, what he stole, what he took. He told them that while he was in jail. He told them, he's like, let me do time. Put this on me while I'm in jail. Let me do my time in peace. That's what he was saying, right? And so, but Vincent Robinson Carl ain't ran out. And they know where Otis' grandparents, grandmother live, other grandmother, cousins, parents. And they ain't stole nothing from them. You see them? Them some whole ass dudes. Them some whole ass dudes, man. Man, they some whole ass dudes, man. They some whole ass dudes, and they women don't help, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you let a nigga eat, make him, require to, bring money in the house, not stolen shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't got a fence or no shit. You see, that's just lame, man, for the fuck of it. Nigga want to drive your shit and leave it somewhere, take the tires and shit off. And now it's too hot to sell stolen tires anywhere. He could be a snitch, right? Or undercover. Seeing if the tire shop accepts stolen goods, stolen tires, right? And, they might be so he ain't getting no money. He ain't getting no, they dumping tires in the D. It's a big pile, backyards and curbs full of tires. Because motherfuckers stupid. I think tires is recyclable for money. You see what I'm saying? So, you just got to know where to take them. So, man, no, them dudes can't, man. They Terrell, Gordon, they just hitting everybody in the hood. With them some hater probably hit some old motherfuckers that don't want to speak out. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, I hope the word spread that it's them doing that did that, right? And you know, man, you know, somebody can take action, maybe open up a case on them, you know, just because they never been prosecuted or whatever. This is ridiculous, man. You know, obviously they ain't scared of jail or the police when they didn't rob police family members. That's ridiculous. You know, that's kind of dangerous. You know, you can consider them armed and dangerous if they don't have no qualms about running up on police family members multiple times. That's their MO. That's their modus operandi, right? You know, that's a pattern, right? They like to strike more than once at the same location. You see what I'm saying? Like it's funny, right? So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, when you check them dudes, man, you know you got to check they females as well. That's all I'm saying. You know, I guess she must think she Queen Mika. You see? She thinks she Queen Mika. She see Vincent come out with all this other, all this stuff, and, you know, I guess her eyes get big, you know, being on welfare for that long. You see what I'm saying? So, no, man. I ain't never want to play that. Never. So, yeah, man. Them dudes ain't shit, man. Dudes ain't shit.